Hi cuties! If no one has told you today, I want you to know that you are thoughtful. For those of you that are new, welcome. I am Jem, and in today's reading, we don't have a specific color, but I do see a couple colors within these cards that have been chosen, so I'll talk a little bit about each color. So we have blue, a lot of blue here, a lot of blue here, we have some blue in the mountains in the background. So blue thinks about, usually is represented as tranquility, calmness. It could also be represented as logical, so someone thinking very logically. Could also be sadness, could represent some sadness as well. Obviously for the Six of Swords, could represent a little sadness. For the mountains, I would say this represents a little bit more of like a logical, all logic is behind the Fool. He's not really thinking logically. And then the blue here, since it's the Two of Cups, I would say it's probably like tranquility, calmness, possible logical thinking, and what else is with blue? Blue is a very significant color as well as yellow and red. So blue could be just like something that's eye-catching, could also be represented as something that is used in like royalty. Like usually you would see the religious people in the paintings wearing blue, so blue could be very significant. So with yellow, on the other hand, yellow is sun. Like for this one is sun and joy. It's like happiness, very like warmth, the warmth of the sun. Yellow could also represent possible anxieties. For example, here, this could be like anxiety or nausea or gut feeling, possible gut feeling, intuition like that. The Fool could also be something of, could also be like gut feeling, having a gut feeling to chase after something. And then here with the yellow, possible sun, warmth, happiness type thing. So those are the colors. If you want to help me choose next week's color, I'll probably post a little post saying, oh, this color or this color, and you could choose. My Instagram is gems for cheap. And in today's tarot card reading, we are going to be discussing who is currently thinking about you now, or is constantly thinking about you. So in pick a card readings, you can view them how you like. You could watch the whole video and take whatever resonates from each pile, or you could just pick a pile that catches your eye, as long as you take what resonates and leave the rest. Also know that every reader reads differently. I tend to read very candidly and honestly, so warning, there will be deep messages. If you feel like you're not ready to hear like something, if it's too hard to hear, it might be best to hold this off for another day, especially if you're feeling very vulnerable. I don't want, for you to feel worse if you already feel, worse enough. I don't want to add to it, So when you are feeling ready to come face possible brutal honesty, then, come back. So before we hop right into this video, I wanted to let you guys know the different ways you could help out my channel. The biggest one you could do is consider subscribing. I really would be grateful if you could do that for me. And possibly giving the video a like. I would really appreciate it. I also have different ways in the description, like DEPOP. I sell personal readings there, so if you'd like to check that out, it's linked. And know that every donation to me is extremely appreciated but not expected. I truly just thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. So, let's take a deep breath and breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Just so we could, relax, loosen up some tension, feel calm, collected, just so we don't, come in with any bias or negative energy, both of us. And let's just hop right into your reading. So for the first pile, we have the Two of Cups. Basically, the Two of Cups, I picked these cards representing the person that may be thinking about you. So with the Two of Cups, this represents a person who is compassionate, cooperative, respectful, and caring. This person is understanding of the healing powers of love, prizes her ties with others. She's likely to treat you with deep respect and seeing the divine being within you and help you reach your highest level of potential. So, it says, in the book it says she, so it could be possibly someone who's very nurturing. It doesn't have to be a she, it could be a male as well. But those are some things with that. I feel like this is a very equal, balanced relationship. Like, both of you are both equally just as attracted to each other. So if that resonates with you, pick pile 1. Next we have is the Fool. So the Fool is basically the beginning of the Major Arcana deck. It's a Major Arcana card, so it's quite powerful energy. So this person should have, like, is very, like, adventurous. And their personality type is someone who is carefree, curious, adventurous, unconventional, fun, and playful. He's a risk taker and is exciting to be around, even if it's a little bit unpredictable. He will open your eyes to the new world filled with possibilities you could never even imagine. He will open your eyes. His lust for life is undeniable, accompanied by hunger for knowledge and a passion for ideas. Together you will discover your spring side as this person loves to have fun and wants to make you laugh. So this person could be very goofy, very silly, very funny, possibly a little bit childish. Someone who's, risk taker, maybe a little bit too impulsive or pretty impulsive, but it's always like, now is your time type person. Like, they're like, do it now, like, go after your dreams. Like, they're very uplifting, like, passionate person, adventurous person. And so that's pile 2. Next pile we have the Six of Swords. So this could definitely be someone who is in transitioning, possible having difficulties with transitioning, someone who's possibly down, very down, or through a period of regret or sadness. So the Six of Swords personality may be someone who is going through a period of transition and experiencing regret or sadness about what they may leave behind. She is often in a state of movement and from one place to the next, or from one phase to the next, discovering how to leave behind her past to welcome a brighter future ahead. So definitely someone who could be possibly facing an end of some situation. Maybe they left a relationship, maybe they left you or your relationship, or had to leave your relationship. So maybe this is like an ex or a person you used to talk to. This could also be someone who maybe you cut ties with, or it doesn't have to be romantically. This could also just be like maybe a friend of the past, or some sort of like friend who's going through a difficult time, or like guy or girl you might be interested in that may be going through a difficult time right now. So if that resonates, pick pile 3. The last and final one, we have the Four of Wands, Jesus Christ, which is so funny that it's the Four of Wands and it's pile 4. So a lot of stability for sure. This person comes with a lot of stability. I think this person is quite celebratory. Like, they like to have a good party. They're very optimistic, balanced, authentic, and content. They have a insane sense of stability and certainty in their life. Nothing really gets thrown at them. They're people that are likely to be sociable, actively involved in the community and with family and friends. They have a good time, celebrate all the beautiful things in life, and often have a reputation for putting on the best parties, celebrations that bring everyone together. They love to throw parties. So if that resonates, pick pile 4. I also wanted to say that today's reading is number 33. So this is my 33rd reading, my tarot card reading that I will be posting on YouTube. And 33 is my number. So this reading today is definitely going to be very connected to me. I'm going to do everything in threes. 3 represents growth. Does it change? Hold on. It definitely represents growth. I know that for a fact. Because that's what that correlates with me, is growth. Growing as a person. Creativity, groups, and growth. So definitely very nice number. It's constantly, I'm gonna do everything in threes. So yeah, so let's just hop right into it, starting with pile 1. Hello, my beautiful pile 1s. If you chose the 2 of Cups, this will be your reading on who is constantly thinking about you and is thinking about you right now. So we are going to pull 3 tarot cards. We have this one, so let's just put this in the middle. Maybe we could do like a balancing act or whatever, where one side's maybe like a little bit of you and the other side's them. I wanted to actually maybe not talk about you. I'd rather talk about what they think, because this is supposed to be why they're thinking of you and stuff. So let's talk about more about them. So the first card we're going to ask is so this is like who they are, right? Next one is what are they thinking about when they constantly think about you? King of Pentacles. Next one is why are they constantly thinking about you? 1, 2, 3. We got the Page of Swords. I haven't gotten that card, I don't think, ever. Oh my god. This description. Okay. So we have 3 tarot cards. Maybe we could, I want to do 3s. So let's pull some more cards. Let's do 3 oracles. We'll put them to the side. So we're going to do this deck, this deck, and this one. I like these 2, so we're going to do this one as well. So let's do this one first. Let's ask what their feelings are for you currently, and why, like, what are their feelings? What type of feelings are they having for you? Could be disruption, happiness, internal happiness. Let's see. Isolation. So, that one came flying out. Isolation. Interesting. Okay. Let's pull one of these now. So this is animal spirit, the unknown animal spirit deck, the wild unknown. And let's pull a card that represents more of their personality, just so we can understand a little bit more about this person. 1, 2. Oh, the moth came out. Air sign in reverse. Is that an air sign? Yes, it is an air sign. Okay. I kind of want to, like, do it like this. Would I even be able to 3? Okay, maybe do like this. And pull. Do you want this deck? Yeah, let's do this deck. Right. So let's shuffle this deck and then pull a card that represents maybe the situation. What may be well, we're asking, they're constantly thinking about you, right? So maybe helping us understand why they are thinking about you again. 1, 2, 3. We got the thread. I've never gotten that one. Move this over, put it in the center. I feel like that fits better. Okay, and let's move this over. And I think we should pull some charms, as well as some message cards. So let's pull some love cards. We gotta shuffle these. One. Let's pull 3 of these. 2, 3. We got it's time to leave. Sideways. Let's see if this is uprighter. Let's try that again. Okay, I think it's in reverse. One. Oh. Aren't thinking twice about you. Interesting. Right, and let's pull another one. 1, 2, 3. Don't say sorry unless you feel sorry. Okay, let's pull some possible more messages. I want a ton. I want a bunch of messages. Maybe we could pull some, since we have air signs here, right? We have 1 page, so let's pull some yellow cards. Shuffle this so we can get an accurate reading. I'm surprised about the aren't thinking twice about you. I wonder if that's just like 1, 2. Oh, lying to you. Feeling alone because no one else understands. That's the tea, sis. What's going on here? 1, 2, 3. Talk to your spirit guides, say things out loud. Okay. I'm going to move that down, and then we are going to pull some appearance cards and then pull your charms, and then we'll get straight into your reading. Okay. So let's pull some appearance cards. I'm going to end up updating these because I need like different ones. Wait, let me. Okay, what do they look like? What is their appearance? So we got beard plus longer hair. It could be that they have a beard and longer hair, or it could just be that they have longer hair. This was kind of like sideways, so I'm just gonna have it upright, it's fine. Okay, next one, appearance. We have hairy in reverse. Okay, let's pull another one. Athletic. Red hair. Possible red hair. We're gonna pull two more. Jewelry. They could wear jewelry. And they could have a beard plus short hair. So I'm definitely getting beard. They possibly have a beard. Let's pull some words now and your charms, and we'll be done. That is a lot to be said. Oh, the charm fell on the floor. Where did that charm go? A heart fell on the floor. My heart drops. Maybe their heart drops. Oh, did another charm just fall? Falling for you, maybe? Falling heart? Okay. Let's hop right into your reading. Okay, pile one. So, what I'm getting is, I think you guys both have mutual attraction for each other. I think you guys both find each other attractive, very, you guys, like, care for each other, and it's not even just about, like, possible sexual attraction. It's like you actually care for this person, like you actually have feelings for this person and care for them. And I think, like, maybe both of you are like annoyed, or just like you're like, ew, like I like this person so much, like you know, like you like make fun of yourself for really liking this person. And I think maybe this person also, like, hurls at themselves. Like, they may hurl at themselves thinking, like, oh my god, like, I'm such a simp, or I'm simping so hard for this person, or the things they do for you, they, like, look back and they're like, they want to, like, they, like, think about buying you flowers, or getting gifts for you, or just they look at things and think about you, or they see things that just remind them of you, and, like, it makes them want to hurl. And maybe it could be part of, like, because they're not really a romantic type of person, so they don't like to be, you know, thinking about or being very intensely, like, falling for someone. But it could also be that they're trying to fight it, their feelings. They're really trying hard to fight their feelings for you. And there could be something else that's, you know, disrupting this love. We saw the love card that said disruption, the pink one. So there could be something else going on that it's like almost like the love arc of never being able to, like, get together or finally be in a relationship. It's kind of like there's always things getting in the way. It's like it's never time for you guys, and it's always like, but the love and the care for each other is still there. I think this could also be almost like the hurl we have here could also be like almost of a little bit of jealousy, but not like, I think they're still happy for you and they want you to do great, but also a part of them is like, dang, like, I'm kind of jealous, you know, like they're, not only are they jealous of your greatness, possibly the things you've achieved, possibly how smart you are, how creative you are, how inspirational you are. They like, they're like, you know how it's just like they're annoyed like at how good you are. Like they're like like, oh, it's actually really cute. And it's actually interesting that we see like flower crowns. Maybe that was something significant. We have like 3 of them here, so maybe flower crowns are somewhat significant. Maybe you guys wore them to a party, or maybe someone has worn them. But I think they also find ways. I think you guys are talking to each other, but not like, I think there's definitely some sort of space and isolation happening. I think maybe you guys are both isolating yourselves from each other, but also maybe people as well. Like, for example, maybe you guys were in a friend group and maybe you started to ignore the friend group and also isolate yourself from this person. Or it could also be that maybe one person is isolating themselves from their friends and the other person might be isolating themselves from you. Or it could be that you guys are just both isolating yourselves from each other because maybe you guys can't risk the temptation, or whatever. I think although you still are in contact, like maybe they find ways to reach out to you and like talk to you just to have like a conversation and see how you're doing, or could also be, or just show that they still care about you. But like, I think you guys are both very stubborn to letting each other know how you feel. It's almost like maybe you guys both are like very competitive with each other. Doesn't have to be the case though. It could just be a few of you, but maybe you guys are both like wanting to do better than the other or something. I don't know. But sorry, I just like lost my train of thought. I don't know what the heck just happened, but I think they may be like, they're just, it's almost like maybe they're like mad at themselves maybe for liking you, or you might be like, oh my god, like maybe maybe this person, okay, maybe it's you that, no, I think honestly I think it might be mutual. I think you guys both find each other maybe a little bit annoying, or but it's like, or maybe not annoying, but more of like very outgoing or loud or funny, and maybe you guys are just like, like, but you deeply love them, and like deep down, like you're like, I actually really like that stuff about you. Like I really like how loud you are. I like how annoying you are. Like I could joke around and have fun with you all the time and tease each other type thing. It's like a teasing type, and they're like, they can't help but like smile when you do some stupid shit, and they just like they can't help but like, it's almost like they like turn around and like scream in their hand because they're like, oh my god, this person's so cute. Yeah, I'm getting really like cutesy stuff, but I do think there's some other issues going on that this relationship might not ever connect, especially the way that it's going right now. I think there could definitely be some sort of disruption. There could be a way of like, with the thread card, I mean, it's in reverse though. Okay, so, okay, sorry, I'm just like, there's a lot of thoughts going through my head. So the 2 of Cups is who they are that is constantly thinking about you. King of Pentacles is why are they constantly thinking about you. I think with the King of Pentacles, this is like someone who, I think they're constantly thinking about you, because thinking of ways to like support you, maybe buy you things, buy you gifts. Maybe they're constantly looking at things that are like, oh, this person would like this. Or maybe they also keep constantly thinking about you because maybe they feel like you are their other half when it comes to finances. Maybe you guys both have really strong careers, or maybe they see you excelling in a certain career, and that they're like, dang, like, this would be great if we could be together and excel in both our careers together and like support each other together. I don't think it's just about money though. I think it's also, this person is I think you help discipline them, and I think you put them in their place, and I think they really like that about you. You don't take shit. You're not someone, you're really nice and kind, but when it comes to respect and teaching people lessons, it's like you put this person in their place, and they're like, wow, like, they like, you said something to them that made them like, wow, like, I didn't even realize until this person said this about me, like, that I was acting this way or doing this thing, and I'm happy. And then it made them change and be like, wow, like, they start acting different, they start acting differently around you, trying to, you know, they're trying to be the higher person, or what you have taught them. Like, they're like, oh, they start trying to be more mature around you, or because they want to impress you, or they really, you may talk little. I feel like they may talk a lot, and they're constantly talking, and like, why, oh, why this, why that, why this, constantly questioning, talking a million miles per hour, constantly thinking. It's the point where it's like a little bit annoying, but it's also like cute. And you say one or two things, and it's like they shut up, listen to what you had to say, and then they're like, dang. Thinks about it for the rest of, like, they just constantly still think about it. They probably still think about whatever you said till now. I think I think they're constantly thinking about you. With the Page of Swords, let's look at it. So their mind is running nonstop, looking at different things from different angles, trying to understand how everything works. Maybe they're constantly thinking about you from different perspectives or different angles. Maybe they're really trying to understand you, get to know you, try to understand who you are as a person. Maybe they talk to other people about you a lot, or try to see what they think about you. Maybe they don't really know you that well, and maybe they're trying to get to know you more. Or maybe you've changed recently, and they're like, they want to get to know this new person that you are. And it could also be like they're constantly thinking of possible new ways to be with you, or because, like I said, I think this is like a romantic trope where it's like you guys will never be together, or there's a lot of things that just get in the way, and it's like you can't ever just share this moment together. It's always like, it's like you guys are like, imagine it's like you guys are at like a party or something, you're sitting on the couch together looking at each other about a kiss, and then it's like someone just hops right in and starts a conversation. It's like, just like, come on, you know. So that's a depiction of how I see this relationship. But I think this person constantly is thinking of different ways to maybe get your attention, or how to find ways to talk to you, or find ways to see if you're interested in them. I think they may not think you're interested in them. I'm not really sure. You guys might have like talked about it. But yeah. So let's move on to the messages now, because I've been talking about that for a while. We have lying to you, dance. Maybe they've lied to you saying they can't dance, but in reality they can. I don't know exactly what lying to you is. It could be something a little bit worse than that. It could also just be maybe they're hiding something. But we have dance here, so I feel like maybe it's not really that big of a lie. It's just that they don't know how to dance. Maybe they told you they know how to dance, but they really don't. I'm not really sure. We have Bulgaria, so they could be Bulgarian. We have a cat here, and we have a little description. I want to read this to you. So it says, he's telling me he wants me. He's got the words and more, but flash that sword and I'll get bored and show him the door. So maybe there's a difficulty of not knowing what they want, or maybe this person, whoever the Page of Swords is that they do want you and they do have the words to tell you, and maybe they have told you this before, but maybe they showed you all they had, like the sword, the shiny sword. They showed you they flashed you like the oh, I just thought of something real bad. Oh no. They showed you the great things they had, and maybe you were like, no thanks, like, that's not enough. I don't think it as the other way, you know what I mean? I think you're hopping onto the idea of what I'm trying to say. The oh my god, the thing I just thought of. But I also think it's like, maybe they showed you their riches, or how much money they had, or their nice car, or all these things, and maybe you got bored of it and were like, that's not what I want, you know? That could have been a thing. Or maybe they're that way with you. So maybe it could definitely be that they think that way with you, just because we have the Moth here, which talks about idealizing people and others. So maybe they picture you to be this, someone out of this world, like amazing person, never makes a mistake, never makes a flaw, will always kiss their ass, and all this stuff. And maybe they peek a little past the door and see that you're a human being, and then they get like maybe a little bit bored, and like they're like way too, they put everyone on a pedestal, and they think you're like, a robot, alien, amazing thing, and you're actually just human, and you make mistakes too. And maybe they have difficulties with accepting that and appreciating that and loving someone who has mistakes and makes mistakes, and who is human. But I still do think underlyingly they still have a lot of care for you and still love you. I think, yeah. Okay, so we have also feeling lonely because no one else understands. Maybe they feel lonely, and that's why they're reaching out to you, or if they have been reaching out or finding ways to connect with you. They may have gave you something, like a drink, or maybe they gave you food or something. Talking to your spirit guides, say some things out loud. Maybe this person's been saying things out loud without even realizing that they're talking to the spirit guides about what they want, and maybe it's manifesting, or maybe you're talking, or someone needs to talk out loud and express what they want. Like, maybe someone's having difficulties understanding what they want, and they need to talk out loud and talk to themselves about what they want. We have LT, this could be initials. We have a little rose here. Isolation. Prickly. We have red hair, jewelry, beard, and short hair. This little charm reminds me of like abundance, because it's like a little plant with fruit on them. So that could be something. They could definitely be an earth sign with some air placements, or be an air placement. I think it's more of an air placement with some earth signs. We have feather. They could have a feather piece of jewelry that may have history with them. So like maybe their father had a feather jewelry and passed it down or something. We have a rose, heart. I think the thread in reverse represents binding, frustration, and taunt. Maybe they are constantly taunted by you, or they feel like they're binded to you, and it might be frustrating because they might try to like move on past you or move past you. Maybe they felt like you didn't care for them like the way they had for you, or it was just never communicated. It was like, And it might have not been able to be communicated because of other things going on. Maybe other people are in relationships or something. But they still feel this connection to you. And it's like they want to just cut it, but they can't because it's like they're binded to you. They don't know how to get rid of it. And maybe you constantly are posting about maybe your boyfriend or who you're talking to, or posting pictures with other men or women, or posting you looking beautiful, or just seeing anything that you post like upsets them because they might really want to be with you, or they don't want to see you happy without them. That's what they want you to be happy, but they would prefer you to be happy with them. And they have a lot of respect for you. They would never disrespect you. It's like they open their eyes to how valuable you are the second there has been space. Which is not fair because they should have saw that from the very beginning. But okay, we have it's time to leave. Maybe it's been very hard to leave this connection. Like they said, it's like you guys are stuck and tied together. We have love. It's very hard for them to try to forget that they love you, or try to release the love that they have for you. It's like intensely stuck there, and it's like it's building up for them. It's like they can't just forget about it or let it go. And at some point it might build up to where they confess and try to be with you, or try to say something like, can we please, It says, aren't thinking twice about you. So they may think you are not thinking twice about them, or they may try to act like they aren't thinking twice about you. We have a horse here. Horses are basically like someone you ride, like it's like a God. There could definitely be some sexual tension as well, because I keep getting innuendos. But horses are like known for, you ride them on their back through thick or thin. It's like they guide you through, you're ready to take battle and ready to go through the shit, and get through it. And then we have 4 stability, structure. This person could be very stable, and like they aren't impulsive. They're the quite opposite. They're very slow and take their time with things. I think they could be a little bit impulsive when it comes to maybe like talking, like over talking. But I think deep down, like when it comes to possible love interest, I think they'll stay for a while. Like they're not, delightful. They may be good at music. We have Libra here. There could be someone who's a Libra. We have butterfly, possible transition, exclude. Maybe don't say sorry unless you're sorry. Maybe this excludes, they exclude that message to you. Like they're always willing to apologize even when they're not sorry. Like they will say sorry no matter what. Could also just be that they feel this way deep down. Yeah, I don't know. We have damage. It might bring them damage, though, emotionally, because maybe they feel like they're never good enough, or that they're always at fault. And then we have currency. Maybe their currency, what they give is their sorries, apologizing. I don't know. So yeah, Paiwan, if you enjoyed this reading, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Also, if you didn't find any messages that you needed to find, I have tons of other readings you could check out. It's up to you. And thank you so much. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 2s. If you chose the Fool card, this will be your reading on who is currently constantly thinking about you or is thinking about you right now. So we got the Fool card. So this is going to be represented who they are. So this is just like who is constantly thinking about you. That's them. Let's ask, when they constantly think about you, what exactly are they thinking about? So let's pull one of those cards. One, two, three. We have the Lovers. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Alright, and then don't mind my childishness. Last one, So what are they constantly thinking about, and why are they constantly thinking about you? Like, what feelings do they have? Or this is what they're constantly thinking about in their head, like when they think about you, and why are they constantly thinking about you? Why are they constantly thinking about you? 2, 3. Let's shuffle again. 1. Oh. 10 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Right. So now let's pull some oracle cards that we'll put on the bottom. Let's pull a color card, possibly what feelings they may have for you. Like, what are their feelings? It looks like there could be some sort of burden that they've had, that maybe they've were able to overcome. And maybe has helped them or made them like have feelings for you. 1, 2, 3. Jesus. 3. Space. Interesting. It's always they always come running back, I swear. That could be for very small of you. Very few you. Very, very, very couple y'alls. Couple y'all. You guys out there. They always come running back, I swear. Alright. The Fool. 1. This card will represent who they are. Oh, Jesus. The Lizard! It could definitely be a fire sign. I was actually kind of getting Aries, so they could definitely be an Aries or Sagittarius or a Leo. Now, middle card. Let's pull one of these bad boys. What is the situation between the two of you? What is going on? 1. Tell me why I'm shuffling without the rest of the cards. Come here, cards. 2. Oh, we have Gynos. I've never gotten that card. Very colorful with a bird. And then let's pull some messages. Possible. They're a fire sign. Do I have any fire stuff? Not really, actually. So we'll pull some love stuff, some love messages, as well as some communication, something they may want to say. Okay. So let's shuffle this. We get a no repeating messages. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Has been DMing someone behind your back. Okay. Possibly because they're impulsive, doing it impulsively. 1. We're gonna do 3. We keep getting it's time to leave. It's time to leave. Okay. 1, 2. Oh. Is wearing a mask with you. And we also have physical touch is their love language. I don't know. how to do the is wearing a mask. It was kind of like halfway upright, halfway not. Let's see, actually. I feel like it's supposed to be in reverse. Okay. This person could definitely be very touchy-feely. Maybe they find ways to, like, touch your back or something. Okay. And then let's pull some messages. I feel like this person doesn't really talk much, but I'm not sure. They're not really the one for talking. 1, 2, oh, feeling alone. I got the, wait, hold up. No, we need a, I just got the 2 same messages from last the one. We're not, no thank you. We're gonna reshuffle, do it again. Could be the same person watching that got the same messages, but 1, 2, 3. It says sticking up for yourself, getting loud, don't stoop to their level, talk back or learn to walk away. Okay, interesting. Interesting. 1, a 2, a 3. Understands other people's views, not just your own. Maybe this person had difficulties understanding other people's point of view besides their own. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Don't suppress things. Discuss them respectfully. Things happen for a reason. Under. Okay, so interesting. I'm not going to say anything right now because some people might not be watching the shuffling thing and I don't want them to miss any messages, so I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing. Wait, actually, let's do this first. Let's look at what their appearance could be, what they may look like. So let's see, what color is their hair possibly? What color hair do they have? We have thicker build. They could be like a thicker person, curvier, or just have like a thicker like shoulder, wide shoulders and thicker waist. They could be dark skin. They could also be skinny for some of you. But it also came in reverse, so that could just be another message. Thicker built. Pull some more. Possible hair color, please. Okay, nose or brow piercing. They might have some piercings. We got 2. So green eyes, they could have green eyes. And they could also be the palest. They could be very pale. Okay. Let's do charms now. Tell me why Scorpios or water signs say they're a Scorpio. Tell me how that makes any sense. Shouldn't that be like an earth thing? Give me this, please. Okay. I think that's good. Alright, pile 2, let's hop right into your reading. Okay, so pile 2. So what I'm getting is this person, we already know this person's very adventurous, very go, impulsive, makes impulsive decisions, very fun, very playful. They explore the world, they show all the world, they're always like, it's time to go, whatever you want to do, just do it, don't wait type person. I think they may have been or have felt humiliated, and that's why maybe they feel like a fool. I don't know exactly what that was or why, but it could definitely be maybe the ending of your relationship together. You guys may have ended things, and maybe they felt humiliated, maybe by the way it ended, maybe some of the things that were said, maybe they feel betrayed, something like that. Or I honestly, I couldn't tell you why they feel humiliated. But I also think that they think of a better time, and why they constantly think about you is because they're always thinking about the better time you guys could have had. I see 222 right now. The time is 222. So that's duality, partnership. I think what they constantly think about with you is things working out. And they're constantly thinking, oh, maybe something I could have done better, or what they wish that maybe your beliefs or the way you guys saw the world or different things, the differences between you guys, they wish that you guys believed the same thing or were on the same mindset when it came to those things, so that you guys could work out. Like, they wish like things were different. They wish that your relationship could have worked out together. They wish that, I think a part of them is like, they don't believe that they could change, but they wish they could. They wish they could be that person for you, and that they could understand you more, and not just understand themselves. Maybe it's further past their comprehension. Like, they seriously could not understand what were the issues of the relationship. Like, they didn't understand, like, and maybe they started to understand or are trying to understand, and maybe they're still trying to understand. I think they could definitely be, I don't think you guys are even like really talking at all. Maybe like once or twice, your very minimum conversations, or not even talking at all, because we have space here. I think with space, it either gave them a burden to hold on to, and that's why they're constantly still thinking. It's like they're holding on to this burden. I think maybe they haven't gotten past it yet. It's still there. It's still hurting them. They weren't able to fully overcome it, and maybe they act like they did, or maybe they're wearing a mask, faking, oh, I'm happier now, my life is happier, I'm doing so much better, all this stuff. But I think it still eats them up. And I think it's more of not about, like, I think they feel humiliated about possible, maybe there was some sort of disrespect in the relationship, such as like someone talking to someone else, or just like calling each other names, or there's just not really good boundaries in this relationship. Maybe you guys both came at each other a lot and it wasn't really like a healthy relationship. But and I think that's why they feel humiliated, because maybe of how it ended, and also they feel humiliated because maybe other people got involved, like friends or family, and maybe they were telling them that they're stupid, or, judging them for staying, or judging them for how they're acting in the relationship. So maybe they feel, like a fool or stupid, or I think they feel really down about themselves, and they wish that they were good enough for you. Like, they wish that they could have done better for you. And maybe at the moment they didn't really care until after. It didn't become a burden to them till the space you guys had. It made them really realize that you were someone they should have cherished and treated better and loved better and done and put more of an effort into. And also, and they really wish they could have done that for you. Like, they really wish they could, but it was just like, it was not them, and it was like they couldn't do those things for you. It was like impossible for them to do that. And I know it sounds stupid, like, it's not that hard to just, you know, communicate. It's not that hard to just do these simple things. And maybe it really was for them. Like, it could have been very hard for them. I feel like they are very childish and possibly like a child. And it was very hard for them to understand you, and maybe you were very smart, very intellectual, and it was like you were at such a higher level mentally than they were. It's like they really couldn't understand you mentally. So I think they may be DMing someone right now and you're just not aware of it. I don't think it's behind your back. I think it's more of like they're just talking to someone now. They're DMing someone. Maybe they're, you know, kind of just jumping around, being impulsive, talking to different people. It's time to leave. I think this relationship has already ended, and I think this person's trying to get over you and, like, move forward. And I think it's difficult for them to get over something. It's going to take them a lot longer than it takes you because they don't understand mentally how to get over someone. They only think they could only really do things physically, like distracting themselves, that they don't really think about the pain that they have within, and they possibly suppress things. They possibly are suppressing, and they're deceiving, and maybe it makes them hyper because they want to act like, you know, they're deceiving because they want to act like they're over you, but in reality they're just hyper and have a lot of anxiety because it's all being suppressed, and they don't know why they're so hyper. They don't know why they have all this anxiety. It's because they are suppressing their emotions. This person could definitely be someone who has physical love language. This could be you that has physical love language, because we have M. That could be like me, or if their name starts with an M, it could be them. We have hat. Maybe this person wears a lot of hats. We also have made with a smile. Maybe this person's constantly smiling. Constantly. We have L here. That could be an initial. We also have X here. Maybe your X was black. We have D here. We have deals. Is wearing a mask with you. Like I said, I think this person was hiding who they or what they're dealing with. We have F, P, and J. I think they might be overworking, overdoing something. And I think it's because they have a hard time loving themselves. I don't think they love themselves. I think maybe this added to their self-hatred. And, you shouldn't feel bad for, or feel guilty for, or feel like you have to take them back. This is something they have to go through. This is something they have to realize that they can't beat themselves up, you know, for this too. Like, it's okay. You know, if they truly, it just wasn't meant to be. It really just wasn't meant to be. They were supposed to find someone else. Maybe someone who fits them better. Maybe you guys were just too different that things just didn't work out. And that's fine. That's perfectly okay. We have FPJ here. We have VC here. With the lizard card, I think they have a great sense of gut feeling. And they may not be mentally there, like, I think they are there mentally and can talk, obviously, but I think they have a greater understanding more of feeling. Like, I think this might be physical touch, because we have lizard here and it talks about, like, feeling, touching. This also talks about having the true sense of mystery. Like, they have such a great gut feeling. It's like their gut feeling is always right. They have a great sense of intuition. They know the truth always. They know what's going on behind closed doors. They know the truth. They're very sensitive to feelings, maybe like they're sensitive to the subtle. They're very instinctual. They're very they really, really are great at having a great instinct. They just know, they could know how maybe you're feeling, maybe this is something they developed or learned after this relationship, learning how to understand what the other person's feeling. Subtle cues, maybe red flags they've learned, maybe they just always been this way. I think have like a very good gut feeling. Like their gut is always there. And they could be also very spiritual as well. Like I really do think they are, it's like they are literally, they could touch something and it's almost like they're very sensitive to the energy around them as well. It's like their mood changes when someone else's mood is different. And also it's like they could just feel someone else's energy and they could just tell how the person's doing. You know, I don't know. They're very good at understanding other people now, or maybe they're trying to be this way. We have dapper and crash. Maybe they got into a car accident and, like, were dapper about it. Like, very, like, you know, I don't know. We have a cat here. They could have a cat, or you could have a cat. We have 13. I just thought of 13 missed calls. Maybe they've been calling you a lot. I also thought of 13. I just saw 13 as well. 13, Friday the 13th. Yeah. Okay. I honestly think that's all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you like this reading, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Also, if you didn't find the messages you need here, know that I have plenty of other readings you could check out. And thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye! Hello, my beautiful Pile 3s. If you chose the Six of Swords, this will be your reading on who is currently thinking about you or who is constantly thinking about you. So, before we jump right into this reading, I want to let you guys know that there might be some deep messages coming out, some stuff, especially if there's some stuff, you know, you don't want to talk about, it will come out. That's just how tarot is. It's always, you know, the stuff you may not want to face always comes out. So, I want to let you know if maybe right now is not the good time to listen to something harsh or maybe a little bit too honest. Maybe to go check out some other reading, or just, you know, maybe come back to this reading once you feel ready to face whatever. And I'm not sure exactly if it's going to be dark or not. Or rough, or, you know, but I'm just letting you know this might be a sign. This is a little like hint for me to warn you. I also want to say that you are beautiful. I'm sorry that you might be going through a hard time, or if the situation's, you know, difficult in your life. I really want you to know that everything will be okay, and that in the end everything happens for a reason. You know, this situation may have happened for a reason, and I want you to know that you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're funny, you're intelligent, you are you can achieve whatever it is that you want and put your mind to. So don't let anyone else make you feel otherwise. And I know, especially if this card represents you, I don't think it does, but I think your friend or someone else might be going through a difficult time, or maybe your ex is. Know that it's all a learning process. It's all for you to learn, become a better person from it, and see and grow, and also notice things and have better intuition of situations, you know, like almost like your eye awakens, you know. Okay, so warning, just know there may be deep messages. Okay, I feel like there's always deep messages with every reading I do, but this one I just feel a little bit Do I have to say anything else? I feel a little bit deeper with this one. Okay, so why? So this is who they are. Who they are. Who is constantly thinking about you? Okay. Next question is going to be when they are constantly thinking about you, or when they are thinking about you, what are they thinking about? One. Okay, clearly the Tower card. Yeah. I don't think it will be too bad of a reading, but I'm just letting you know, if it's too hard, if you're already feeling very vulnerable, very sad, I just want you to possibly come back to this another day when you're feeling a little bit better, that you could feeling a little stronger, feeling a little, you could face these more difficult discussions. Okay, next one is going to be so this is what they think about, and then the next one is why are they constantly thinking about you. 1, 2, 3. Seven of Cups. Okay. Alright, so next we're gonna pull some oracle cards. So what is their feelings towards this connection? What are they feeling? I keep seeing death. I missed. One, 2, 3. We have energy in reverse. Okay. Next one, we are going to pull some animal spirit deck. Possibly pull an animal or thing that represents them a little bit better. This card, Stingray, is coming out. 1, 2, 3. The golden egg. Okay. And then one, two, the heart. I was literally just thinking about this card too, which is funny. We also got the desert. I think, should we pull that? You know what? I will take it. You are going to have, you're going to break the cycle of the threes. Because today's video is the 33, my 33rd video, so we're trying to do everything in threes, so you're going to be breaking that cycle. Now let's pull some messages, and then we'll pull some charms, and then we will hop right in. We also want to see what their appearance are. So first we're going to talk about their communication, maybe some things they would like to say. One, two. It says, what you believe may not always be the truth. There's definitely some sort of illusion going on here. 1, 2, 3. Discuss what is bothering you always. Maybe you need to talk about what is bothering you to someone, or just to this person, maybe. 1, or they need to talk to you what's bothering them. 2, 3. Chase your passions in reverse. Interesting. Okay, what are some love readings, messages we would like to get? 1, 2. 3. We have will always be there to support you. Okay. One, 2, 3. Soulmate. Interesting. 1, 2, 3. And gift giving love language. Okay. I'm gonna reorganize your cards just because they look a little messy right now. Okay, this person's definitely going through a difficult time, for sure. Whoever this person is, and let's see. Okay, let's pull some words that they might want to say. Let's see what charms. And let's see what their appearance is as well. What type of appearance they might have. Okay. All right, let's pull some appearance cards. So what do they look like? So we have shorter. They could be shorter than you or the same height as you maybe. We have tattoos. They could have tattoos. They could also have gray eyes. Right, let's see, some more. We have thicker build. Earrings. These could be two separate people, I'm kind of getting. And green eyes. Okay. Alright, my beautiful pile threes, let's get into your reading. Okay, so pile 3. I'm kind of getting like 3 different people involved actually in this situation. Like this looks of one person. This is another person. And then it's like maybe you here. So it doesn't have to be, it could be like some other way, but I feel like for some of you, this could be just a completely different story than asking about if this person is thinking about you 24/7. I feel like this is more of your spirit guides are like, hey, like, there's something else that is significant that we want to talk about. And So I think I'm trying not to be too judgmental. Not of you, of course. I'm not judgmental of you, but I feel like there's someone else here in this connection that I'm really not liking. I really, really, really don't like. And I'm trying not to be biased, but there definitely could have been some sort of, honestly, it's not even about them. It's not even about them. I think a situation happened where there was a tower moment for you. I think this is genuinely you. I think this is you to yourself, like what you're constantly thinking about. And I think the Six of Swords is who you are as a person. I think you're constantly transforming, changing, trying to be this butterfly. And I think this situation is something that had to happen in order to open your eyes and make you aware of, what you believe may not always be the truth. It's like you had to experience this horrible or messed up or some sort of chaos or tragedy or something. It doesn't have to be too bad. It could be something, minimum. It doesn't have to. I would say it's somewhat devastating because it is the Tower card, and the Tower card is usually something happens where you feel afterward you can never be the same person. It's almost like you were forced to transition into something else. It was like whatever was there in your past, that you were heading, the direction you were heading was not it. It was not it. And it's almost like maybe there was people trying to warn you, or there was things, spirit guides, or just people trying to direct you in a different direction, and it was like maybe you didn't want to hear it or listen, that it was like almost you were forced to experience the tower crumbling, and it might have been a very dangerous, fatal situation. Again, pile 3. I don't think there's anything too bad. I don't think I'm gonna say anything too, bad, but I do want you to know that if you don't feel comfortable watching, I completely understand you not continuing watching this video. I want you to feel safe. I want you to feel, if you're not ready to reopen a possible wound or think about something, or I would say it's best in order to face it, because this is the process of letting things go. But if you're not ready, it's perfectly fine. It's understandable. Just maybe come back another day when you feel ready, when you feel that you can face it. Just don't suppress it, of course. And I also want you to know that whatever happened, that's not who you are as a character. Whatever, especially if you feel very, if you're beating yourself up about the situation too, know that that's not you. That's not who you are as a person. It was a mistake, or things happen sometimes that are out of your control, and I want you to know that as long as you learn from it and move past it and not repeat the past, that's all that matters. Also, this might not even be your fault at all. This could just be something that happened to you without any reasoning. So if you're not ready to hear it, this might not be the reading for you. So we have JN here, so this could be like Jane, Jen, some sort of name. Could also be initials. We have Scorpio here, we have a butterfly here, we have feather. So there could have been a fatal situation that happened. That maybe was very dangerous or scary, or like almost like your life flashed before your eyes type situation, and it made you realize that what you were doing was very dangerous, and it woke you up to change. I think your angels had your back, and they were here for you in the moment, and they weren't going to let anything happen to you. They were, here. It was almost like they needed it to be possibly scary and worrisome, but they weren't going to let anything else further happen. Like, it was all just maybe for a lesson, like teaching a lesson. I think there could definitely be something to do with alcohol, maybe drinking a lot of alcohol, maybe there was something to do with alcohol. The Six of Swords is this, like, you may be constantly thinking about a situation that has to do with alcohol constantly, and thinking about it and trying to move past it or release it. And I think you're definitely on your way of doing that, and you're trying to change and transform past it, but it could definitely be difficult because maybe there are some things still that you're not sure of, you don't know, or there's some mysteries, or even just there's still emotion, of course, there's still repressed emotions, repressed anger, anything, some sort of things like that. And I also don't, if this is a deep conversation, I don't want you to use this reading as something to, as therapy. I want you to seek help, and I want you to, talk to people, talk about the situation. Don't hold it inside. I want you to feel support and comfort from your friends and family. And even if they can't, if it's too hard for them to hear, because know that sometimes people have difficulties hearing difficult things, especially when it happens to someone they really care about. And I know it's good for you to let it out and talk to them about it, but sometimes it hurts your family and friends to hear, because it's like they couldn't do anything about it, or they can't do anything about it now, or they can, you never know, it might be a different situation, but it may be better to talk to someone who doesn't know you, such as like a therapist, someone who can talk to you and give you unbiased advice to your situation. Like, they don't really know you that well, but they'll get to know you. They don't really know who else is involved, so there's no bias. And so some advice. I think you may constantly think about this situation, and it may be very rough or sad, like disheartening. I think there was definitely some sort of illusion that was going on, and why you keep thinking about it is because there was a lot of illusion surrounding what you thought what was to be true. And once you finally, the veil has been unleashed and lifted, that you were able to see past and see the darkness, see the evil, see all of the harsh things and scary things that was hidden by this mask, or hidden by this veil. And you thought you got too curious, you got too greedy, you got, oh, no one could touch me type thing, and you maybe went a little bit too deep, and that's where the veil was lifted, and you were awakened to this harsh thing. And that's okay. People make mistakes. How are you supposed to know that there was something evil or scary there? How are you supposed to know that? You didn't know. You had no idea. And that's okay. Don't beat yourself up about it. It's alright. it was the unknown. Sometimes the unknown is curious, you know, it's mystery and you want to know more, but sometimes it's better to not know more and to walk away. So we have finger pointing, decimal, backgammon, and gone. Discuss what's bothering you always. I think you could definitely be holding on to a grudge, maybe, and especially with a certain person. I think there's someone here that loves you dearly and is here to support you forever. This could be possible love interest, like your boyfriend or girlfriend, or even sister, family member, brother, someone here that may have you told about the situation or talked about the situation, and they're always here to support you and love you. And they could be your soulmate, and their love language could be gift giving, just to be more specific. They could have a W name or an M name. I think the person that might have hurt you could be this person just here. They also could have a gift-giving language, maybe. But I think this is this person. They could be a Pisces. So we don't have to talk anything more about them. They're gonna get whatever they did back to them. Trust me, karma's a bitch. And I know it's very frustrating to not see this person get their payback as soon as possible. And especially when you want revenge, you have vengeance, you want this person to hurt as much as they hurt you. And know that they are hurting. They are. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't have hurt you as bad in the first place. It's like they want other people to suffer as much as they are suffering. And I don't have compassion for this person. I know what I'm saying might be trying to understand, but I'm just trying to say that know that they are suffering as well. And they are their karma, and it's possibly and probably will get worse for them. But know that they are getting it already. And it probably will get worse, and they will get their karma. They will. Trust me, they always do. And it's up to you to forgive them. Honestly, it's probably better for your own sanity and for you to find forgiveness for them. Not to forgive them for yourself. I mean, for them. They don't deserve it. But you should forgive yourself as well as them in order to move past it. So also too, if I know I said like you could talk, obviously I want you to talk to your friends and family about it, like, but know that if they can't hear it or don't want to listen, it could be because it's too hard for them. So it's not that no one wants to support you. It's not that at all. I definitely think there is someone here that is tremendously here to support you. But know that even if you need like people online, like if you need to talk to people online, know that I'm here. You can message me in my comment section. I'm here to listen, you know, I'm here to talk to you. I'm here to try to give advice and do the best that I can to help support you as well. And know that you're loved, know that you are amazing, and find love for yourself, you know, don't beat yourself up. So I think you could definitely be facing with difficulties trusting people. And I think your heart is surrounded by a wall, a very thick wall, and thorns and bushes all over. It's like no one can touch it. And I don't know why I like want to cry. I'm like very emotional right now. Know that it's good to have protection from the people who do hurt you, for the people who don't deserve your love. It's good to have a wall up against them so you don't get hurt. But also don't isolate yourself from the people who do care about you, from the people who are here to support you, from the people who are here to help you. Know that also another thing too, this person definitely may have crossed the line. They definitely, I feel like they have, and get them out of your life immediately. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve your compassion. But also know that you might feel this way because you might feel like everyone hurts you. You feel like, oh, everyone's here to hurt you, or, and know that it's not. I feel like at some point everyone will hurt you at some point, because that is just the way life is. It depends on how far they've hurt you, or how much they cross the line. Like, if this person for sure has went too far and they need to leave. But for the people that may have, hurt you by saying something, or hurt you if they didn't know that they hurt you, or they didn't mean to hurt you, and it may have come off a little bit bad, those are the people you want to discuss what's bothering you always. The people you want to confide in and be like, hey, and talk to them respectfully and get your point across nicely and be like, hey, like, I don't appreciate that this was said. I don't appreciate this action. I want to be friends with you and I want to work this out, but this really hurt me and I can't be friends with someone, or I can't work things out if this is going to continue. And that's it. That's all you have to say. That's what, you talk through and talk to them about. And if they change because they put in the effort, because they love you, then it goes to show it continues. That was just a hump in the relationship that had to go, had to happen, and that can be overcome. And it's just things you have to work out in every relationship. Every relationship, there's going to be bumps. There's going to be hurdles to cross over. There's going to be hurt. There's going to be pain, and it's whether you want to work things out and continue, or you are done and ready to leave. And I think when you should leave is when they cross the line too far, when they are purposely out to hurt you, and when they are repeatedly disrespecting you and hurting you. Those are the 3 times that you walk away from the situation. I feel like also your heart is hurting, and it's like almost like you've felt that you've done this before, and this is why it's very difficult for you to get close to people and trust people, because it's like everyone it takes advantage of your niceness, takes advantage of your vulnerability, and it's a good thing to be a nice person. It's good to, don't ever lose that. It's just you just have to figure out who you can share that vulnerability and love with. And it's the people who reciprocate it. The people who put in the effort in the relationship, who care for you, who aren't there to hurt you. The people that take advantage and aren't here for you, are only putting 10% in the relationship, are not the ones you should share your love and compassion with. You treat people, honestly, it's funny too, because you should always be nice to everyone, and that's like the genuine, authentic self, and that's a good thing. But I feel like, me personally, I would prefer to treat people the way they treat me. I'm not gonna if they hurt me, I'm not gonna go out and hurt them. Like, that's, petty. But if they don't put in the effort, if they only put 10% in the relationship, I will put only 10%. I'm not gonna go out to, hurt them, but I'm not gonna, try to kiss their ass or anything. Let me know how you feel about that. And then we have the desert, the heart in the desert. It's like the golden egg, the heart, and the desert is like your whole body. There's a lot of isolation going on. You could be isolating from your friends, your family, from everyone, really. Just staying to yourself, maybe doing some self-reflection, definitely. I think there could be a better way of doing it, and I think maybe you're going down a bad path with it. I think you may be blaming everyone instead of this one person, or really mad at everyone instead of this one person, and maybe you need to learn to discuss how you feel with these other people that may have did you wrong, and didn't understand. And maybe with this person should just leave, you know, exit out of the relationship immediately. Block them, remove them. They're not to be here. But there definitely needs to be possible discussion with the rest of them or whoever else that, you know. And the golden egg, I think your heart may be missing. Your compassion for people are missing. And it's probably because you are hurt. And it's like feelings, your pain has made you feel heartless. And you don't really care for anyone else. You don't care about anyone else now besides yourself. And you're putting yourself first in front of everyone. And that's good. You know, that's the ego. That's a good thing. That's protecting yourself. But also learn to take responsibility for your actions, for the people who do care about you, for the people who haven't hurt you, and for the people who you should discuss how you're feeling or what's bothering you with. We have a J here. I think this is definitely the same person here. We have the desert. So the desert is just being like, it's basically another thing where it's like drying, deadening, disorienting, isolation. It's like the desert is somewhere where nothing could be grown. Maybe you're taking a couple steps back into your past self, or, you know, not developing, not growing. You're kind of just stuck in this like sandy biome of isolation and drying out. There definitely needs to be some sort of maybe contemplation and reflection. Maybe there's isolation without reflection that needs to be done. We also have energy here, so there could be a lot of energy that you're putting a lot of energy and maybe into other things that may be distracting you. Could also be maybe there's a lack of energy, there's no energy at all, and you're just like kind of dying, like laying, you know, like you're laying in the sand. There could also just be that energy, like it's asking you what type of energy would you like to have, like what do you look for in the future, what type of energy do you want, and how can you manifest that into your life. Okay, thank you so much, pile 3. I want you to know that you are loved, you are amazing, you are beautiful, you are so smart and wise and mature. You will get through this. Everything will be okay, and you'll look back at this and be proud of yourself, because you learned this situation. It was hard, but you were able to get through it. I love you, and have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile 4s. If you chose the 4 of Wands, this will be your reading on who is constantly thinking about you, as well as who is thinking about you right now. Okay, so we're gonna pull 3 cards because today is 33, so my 33rd episode, so we're gonna be doing everything in 3s. So this is who they are as a person. Next one, we are going to ask when they are constantly thinking about you, or when they think about you, what do they think about? So, these cards. 1, 2, 3. We have 7 of Wands. There's a lot of Wands here. There could definitely be some sort of fire signs or conflict, or even, oh, I didn't even ask a question. Okay, the next one is, what do they think about, and why are they constantly thinking about you? 1, 2, 3. So 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So now we're going to pull some oracle cards. What are their emotions in this connection? One, two, three. Oh, we have space again. Space just keeps coming out. I shuffled too, so I don't know why. Alright, let's pull this deck now. One, two, three. We have the flame in reverse. That kind of reminds me of the other, the illumination card. I'm not sure if it means the exact same thing though, so I'm not sure. Okay, now let's pull an animal card that represents who they are. In this connection. One, two, oh, we have the horse. Okay. Thought another card came out. All right, let's now pull some message cards, and then your oracle. I meant appearance and initials, as well as some charms. Let's see, what are some love things that they would like to say to you, or are feeling? One, two, three. We have crushing on you internally. One, two, three. Will always love you. Ooh. That's a cute reading. One. They're worried about you. Okay, it also says this relationship is 50-50, a balanced relationship, and we also have romantic love. They may also feel like deep down that they're not good enough for you. This literally just explains the whole story. Take action and go ask them out. Okay, so this clearly, that's just, the whole story is right there. That's everything we need to know. I'll talk a little bit more about it once I start. I don't want to do it now because I don't want people who don't watch the shuffling to miss any messages. Okay, what are some things that they may want to say to you? One, two, three. Down to do everything. That's very cute. See, another one. One, two. Oh, bitchiness attitude. I'm dead. And then let's do one more. One, two, three. We got communication is key in reverse. Okay. So let's now pull some appearance cards. So they could have white hair, like maybe very, very blonde. They could also be very skinny. They could also have a very nice jawline. Let's pull three more. They could also have dreads. They could also be very hairy. They could also have a medium built body type. Like they're not thick, but they're not skinny. They're like medium. All right, let's pull some charms now and some like little words. Okay. Oh, something was stuck to my hand, and it was a word. Blonde. Okay, someone who's definitely blonde. Alright. So let's hop right into your reading, pile 4. Hello, my beautiful pile 4s. So, what I'm getting in your reading is, who the person is, the 4 of Wands, someone who's very fun, definitely someone that you will remember that throws parties. They probably throw a lot of rememberable parties. That could be something very significant about them. They also could be, I think it said, someone who is optimistic, very optimistic, balanced, authentic, and content. They have a sense of stability and are certain in their own lives, and nothing really throws them for a loop. They tend to be very sociable, very active in their community with their friends and family, and they like to have a good time and celebrate the good, beautiful things in life. So, and they also could possibly have a reputation for big parties as well as celebrations to bring everyone together. Maybe they constantly bring people together and always are able to, even when people like hate each other, this person's able to bring them all together. So, we have hide, channel, and bloodsucker. So, channel, hide. Maybe someone's hiding behind the parties. Channel, maybe someone was like watching TV during a party and not really paying attention. Bloodsucker, this could be a bad thing, like, but it could also not be, like, maybe it's a diss towards them, like they're a bloodsucker, like, they like to hurt other people, I don't know, or like a vampire or something, I don't know. Yeah, that could be something. I'm not really sure exactly what that could mean. I'm also kind of thinking of something a bit bad, like inappropriate. So you could put 2 and 2 together. Like maybe someone during a party, you guys like ran away from the party and turned on the TV, and then yeah, that could be something. So 7 of Wands, and so this is who is thinking about you. What they are constantly thinking about when they think about you is either fighting for you. I think there's a lot of competition for you, and maybe they think a lot of the time like fighting other guys off to try to be with you, or could also be fighting with you. Like maybe they think about a fight that you guys had and they're thinking about something that they could say back, like still, like they're like, oh, I should have said that or something. Or they think about the times that they stuck up for themselves from you. I'm not really sure if that's the case though. I don't think that any of that is. I think it's more of like competition for you, like fighting for you. Hopefully it's not fighting with you, but it could be like they just had a difficult time. And it also could be the challenges you guys faced. Like they're constantly thinking about the challenges this person had to overcome, or you guys had to overcome together. They could also constantly think about protecting you. I think this person might fall under the category of having issues with toxic masculinity, especially if it is a male. It doesn't have to be. It could be a female as well. But I think this person struggles with their own identity when it comes to their strength. So I think they may struggle and always needing to be, they need to protect their things. And this person might fall into the category of possibly seeing you as their like valuable item, which is, you know, it doesn't have to be the case for every person. This could be for some of you, but I feel like there's definitely a possible thing there for that. But it also could just be this person's very protective of you. They like you a lot. It's also, that's another red flag. It's a little not too good to have in a relationship. It's good that they want to protect you and keep you safe, but it's different if it is control. If they don't let you out the house, if they don't let you go anywhere because they're like, oh no, like, you know, you can't go anywhere without me, that is control, and that's not, you know, that's not it, chief. But if it's like, you know, they just want to keep you safe, then that's fine. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Perseverance, I think it could also be just another message of saying they're constantly thinking of keep fighting in order to win you, to get you, to gain you, to fight for you. So the Three of Pentacles, it's just funny too that they think like this guy or this girl thinks that they need to fight in order to win you over, and it's like, no, I make my own decisions, you know, like, even if there was competition, like, if you were good enough for me and I liked you and made my decision that I liked you, then I would pick you. Like, what? Like, I feel like this person thinks, like, you can't make your own decisions, so they have to fight other, like, people for you. And it's like, hello? But again, that could be for very few of you. This person, I keep saying guy, I'm sorry. This person doesn't have to be that way, but there's some hints that make me feel that way. We have Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is disharmony, misalignment, working alone. So why is this person constantly thinking about you? It's because they're alone. It's because they possibly aren't taken. They're possibly single. They're also probably constantly trying to make this work, even though maybe you guys disagree on things, or there's some sort of disharmony or misalignment. Maybe you guys don't even agree on the same things, or you guys think differently, and they're still fighting to win you over and to have you or whatever. And it's like, hello, like, we don't even think the same way, like, we don't even have anything in common, like, you know. But at least they're determined, because they're not giving up. They are still trying. So Glad in reverse, G. I just thought of Gladys. That could be a name. G, glad, could be like, you aren't glad that they're not happy that they're working alone, or they're not glad they're working alone, or you could be glad that they are alone, or that there's misalignment, or something like that. We also have down to do everything. I think this person's very spontaneous, like, always, whatever you come up with a plan, they're like, let's do it. Let's go for it, let's do it. We have cab and bitchiness. There could have been some sort of situation. We have, like, this is making me think of Moana or Molana. It could be like a name or just initials or something. Bitchiness, attitude. I just thought of, like, maybe there's a situation where you guys fought and someone was possibly bitchy, or maybe they thought they were bitchy, that they, like, threw them in a cab and, like, ordered them a cab and were like, just get out of here. That could be a situation, or it could have just been that maybe someone was bitchy in a cab, like being mean in a cab. Communication is key. Maybe you guys need to talk things out, or maybe they're constantly trying to talk things out with you and you're kind of just like, whatever. Identical, maybe you guys look very similar, or maybe they have identical twins, or maybe there's something similar, like some sort of similarity. We have blonde. They could definitely be blonde. You could be blonde. They definitely are crushing on you. They have a bee here. They could be definitely a fire sign because you have 2 fire signs, and then we have a flame. There's also possible earth signs as well. We have they are worried about you, earnest. They're possibly really worried about protecting you, or just worried about things you might be going through or something. This relationship is 50-50 balanced. Maybe you guys both give each other or put a lot of effort into the relationship. Maybe I also feel like this whole thing is telling a story of this person really likes you, really is always love you, crushing on you, so we're like worried about you, wanting to be with you, wants to have romantic love with you. I think you may have talked to them in the past, or may have been in a relationship with them in the past, but I think there is a big space there, and it's like there may not be any communication. It's just darkness now. It's emptiness, a void, and I think maybe this person is trying to fill the void with you, even though it didn't work out. Like, they still are trying to, like, and it's like, come on, you may need, this person may need to move on. But for some of you, it may not be that at all. Maybe you guys never had a connection, and maybe there was a situation where there was a party that maybe you guys, like, kissed or something, and this is what they see, like, this is what they want. Like, they want to go out and go after you and to ask you out on a date. They feel like they're not good enough for you. They want romantic love with you. They would give you 50-50 balanced relationship. They're worried about you. They love you. They will always love you. They're crushing on you. I think also with the horse, I think this person may have, like, what I was saying, I think they definitely have issues when it comes to their masculinity, and they may feel weak around you. Like, I feel like they may feel at their knees, like, because they do really want you badly, but maybe they hide it, but they still, like, are willing to do anything for you. Like, and maybe they feel weak, like, that makes them feel weak, like, you are their weakness. They could be a very strong, especially shows off that they're a strong type of person. Like, I definitely think they have a mask where they try to act and look strong, but deep down they're, like, they feel weak. The flame, so they definitely could, there's definitely an excessive amount of darkness, so emptiness. The flame might have already diminished. Maybe the time has already passed, and this person is still fighting for nothing, that there's nothing there anymore. I think also excessive heat and anger, they could be very angry. They could just be an angry person, and yeah, that could just be a thing. So this person is thinking about you, definitely. They're thinking about you. I don't know if they're thinking about you right now, but they definitely do think a lot about you. And this is just, little things about them. Okay, thank you so much, Pile 4. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in one of the next ones.